Hello, 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 Crazy Bitch crew. Thank you for joining this live stream. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. Let's do the countdown. Let's reel the girls right in. Hello, 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 Crazy Bitch crew. Thank you for joining this live stream. We have brought you all here today in memory of Boleyn and her tragic YouTube story. She just released a video that is pretty, let's just say not cute. So I have here today with me Drama Queen and Karma, and we're all going to break down this whole situation. Thank you for joining me. Shout out to Killaho. Shout out to Rebecca. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank you. Allie, get real. Yes, get in here. But yes, we're going to be talking about Boleyn and what she had to say about the Pastel Bell interview, Karma, Chris Avery Bennete, and this Boleyn goes by they and them. So I will try my best to, make sure I identify with her pronouns. Let me show my little face. Everybody.
Look, first of all, the kitty horns are red today because we're about to read how the devil look the demon has to come out tonight. So the kitty horns they're red. So
very much that,
because like I said, a bitch is about to get red. All right,
okay, you're ready.
I got my gloss ready too. Little Chris.
Oh, she got her
the glasses here.
Yes, girl.
So yes, Jojo Siwa. We're going to be talking about Miss Boleyn, Jojo Siwa, and her tragic story.
Also, side note, was it hello everyone? Also,
yes.
Can we give a special shout out to Chris Avery Bennete who's in the chat right now?
Hi. Hi, Chris Avery Bennete.
Hi.
Let me just say right now, we stand in solidarity with Chris Avery Bennete. Look, girl, if you're a MySpace loser, honey, I'm a MySpace loser too. I was on MySpace, girl. We're all MySpace losers today, girl. Okay?
I had a MySpace in like middle school, but yeah.
I know, right? But look, so we were all MySpace losers, okay? Okay, yeah. Like, so you know what? We stand in solidarity, girl, because you know what? Like, because can I just give a little context? Because I saw this video earlier today, okay, and I'm sorry, but I was so pressed because so I've been like low-key kind of following this story, right, and been like just kind of been seeing what's been going on, our homegirl Ness Opinions. Shout out to Ness Opinions. If you haven't go to her channel, go subscribe to Ness Opinions. We love her over here. She's our homegirl. We love her. Yeah, so she was basically covering the story, right? And so, I've been somewhat watching it, and and I saw where Miss Boleyn, Boleyn, excuse me. Yeah. I'm trying to be respectful of the pronouns. Sorry, where I saw that they were involved in this, and I had seen where, unfortunately, yes, little Miss Boleyn. If you're not familiar with them, they were someone who was very vocal within the drama. Dealing with us, I'm pretty sure most of y'all. She also goes by Fat Tea Queen on I think it's Fat Tea Queen. That's it, right? Fatty Queen.
I don't know. I call her Fatty Queen because that's how it reads to me.
I mean, and also, can I just say, I'm offended because I have a wig in that same color, and now I never want to wear that wig ever again because because I have it in the same color.
Oh,
how dare you? Like how dare you ruin my favorite color? How dare you?
Well, they
wearing that ratty mop on your head, bitch.
I'll be that bitch. I'll be that bitch. Your wig game is weak. Your wig game is weak.
It's a little push back. If you could pull it forward a little bit, like it'd be a little more,
Sweetie,
let's get into this little video.
Sweetie, where's your wig line? Where's your headline? Where is it?
Is it right? I don't know. Right?
Where is it, sis?
It down, baby. That's all I gotta say.
Where is it?
Pull that thing down a little bit. Okay.
You want to call people losers, but look at your wig line, bitch.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, we're coming for blood today. I'm sorry. I'm not holding back.
You guys, can I go off a little before we go? Look, I got my nails done. Aren't they pretty?
Oh, those are cute.
Ooh.
This one's for you, Boleyn.
Yes.
Shout out to Scotland, Angela. Oh, we got
Hey, Angela.
We got Tamil. We got Chris Avery Bennete. Ooh, yes, shout out.
No, not
We're
on
going to
Yes.
see what this troll has to say about
No.
victims and her actually being an actual victim blamer and shamer.
Hi everyone, what is up? It's Boleyn. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how you doing? Well. Pastel Bell has been proven really wrong, and I'm here to spill the tea on why. If you saw my last video, the truth about the Jeffree Star Insider article, well, we're going to have another go today because we've got a little bit more information now that does prove what I was trying to tell you guys yesterday, that it is actually Gage Arthur, who is very problematic. And we've got a few little screenshots and things that I'm going to show you.
Problematic?
Because we need to clear Jeffree Star's name because he didn't do
what?
Been accused of doing.
Did she really just wait a minute? No, wait. Did she wait on the play? Hold up. Wait. Did she really just say clear Jeffree Star's name? Did she really just say, hey, hold up. Hold the way up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get my 2 cents in it. Hold up. Did this hoe really just say? Did they just say, let's clear Jedediah Starfish's name? Yeah. You guys, anybody out there that knows me knows what is my main saying that I've been saying for the last few months. Jeffree Star does not deserve a redemption arc. Okay? He don't get one. Not gonna happen. Periana to the period, as Kane would say. Right. Okay, we're not doing no redemption arcs. Okay, he does not get to clear his name. He does not get to walk free. He does not get to pass go. Do not go to jail. He goes straight to get jail. If we're going to hold James Charles accountable and Shane Dawson accountable, we need to hold Jeffree as just as accountable as the other two. Thank you. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to say that because
I add to that, Miss Boleyn, Fatty Queen, whatever your name is?
Yeah, sure.
Stop victim shaming. You are disgusting.
Thank you.
You are disgusting. Jeffree Star is the bottom of the cesspool. How dare you even attempt to redeem him? Like, what is wrong with you? What? There's being a stan, and then there's being just an obsessive freak, and that's what you are. You're obsessing over Jeffree Star.
No, there's defending a predator and defending a predator, and right now you're defending a predator. How about that?
You. Yes.
Wicked Witch of the North vibes. Yes, very much that. Okay, let's.
I just want to know, how do you sleep at night, sweetie? I want to know, how creature from the Black Lagoon? How do you sleep at night? Seriously, how do you sleep?
Nothing but pure trash.
Ugh.
Absolute
trash.
So since my last video, I've been getting tagged in people's tweets. And when I say people, I mean people like YouTuber Karmatics, because these guys, that little group over there, they've got a complete fixation with fighting anyone who says anything
really
about Jeffree Star or tries to tell them that no, what they claim happened didn't actually happen, that it's all lies and misinformation.
What do you got to say about that, Karma?
Okay, so here's the thing. Anyone who knows me knows that I don't sugarcoat anything. And yes, I will fight a bitch. However, I don't just go after anyone who, like, you can like Jeffree Star. That's your issue. My issue with you is that you are victim shaming and you just go a little too hard for someone who is literally a predator, a racist, you name it. You name it.
Okay, can I just say?
So
Can I just say?
no. Wait a minute.
Okay.
So when you come in my comment section trying to pop off, okay, I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna knock your ass straight. Okay, it's that simple.
Well, when you look like that, it ain't too hard.
Well, let me explain. Can I explain what my problem also is, though, too? What my also problem is? Because, again, I've been following this story. So, my other problem with this story is that you literally sat here, okay? Because if you guys aren't aware, Boleyn basically befriended Chris Avery Bennete and was her friend, okay? Chris opened up to her as a friend, mind you, okay, if you don't know the full story, go on to Pastor Bells, she'll tell the whole thing. And basically, now mind you, okay, and anyone who's ever dealt with any form of trauma or anything like that, it's hard opening up about that kind of stuff. And what Chris went through was honestly, it was sad. It was so sad. And honestly, I'm so glad that you are still with us, Chris, and you were able to tell your story, honey.
Me too.
And the fact that this person sat here and befriended you, you opened up to them as a friend, okay? And then for them to just, mind you, they believed Chris at first. They believed her. They believed what she was saying. And then out of nowhere, out of just complete just nowhere whatsoever, she's just like, oh, I don't believe Chris anymore. Block, delete, don't send no text. Thank you, next. Goodbye. Just no nothing. And goes on this thing about, oh, you're lying. You're not telling the truth. I found all these receipts. I did this. I gave all the, just giving all these reasonings is to try to discredit Chris. But you're not showing anywhere how Chris was wrong. You were able to show receipts beforehand, but now you can't show how Chris was wrong. You can't show receipts now. So where are the receipts? What was the reason?
You know why there are no receipts? Because I have it on a very reliable source. See, here's where you made your mistake, Miss Fatty Queen, Boleyn, whatever you call yourself. Let me explain to you. There is no way you have receipts because Chris Avery's first MySpace account, mind you, she had 3, okay, doesn't exist. There's no Wayback Machine for that. Okay, the Wayback Machine came after that. So there's no Wayback Machine. So who's lying? You. That's all.
All right, let's continue with this.
So Kat Timbarge put out the insider article. I'm sure you've all read it by now. That came out like 10 months ago or something. I'm sure you've all read it. So, I'm not going to go into that. But the people who were informing Kat Timbarge for that article, they're all a shady old bunch of bitches from MySpace days. And the thing is, they're not actually credible at all. I've told you guys, I looked into them on the Wayback Machine. I looked into their past and I found some stuff about them.
Liar,
I didn't keep any of it. I just kind of brushed it to the side.
She's saying all this with no receipts. I want, she's over here like, oh.
Lies.
Can we just say, look, can I just say again, MySpace losers? I'm sorry.
And she called them old. She called them old. Like, look it.
I'm sorry, man. What you can't say ma'am because that's a female pronoun. Excuse me, person. Because I can't say ma'am. So I say, excuse me, person. Can I have your attention, please? Can I have your attention, please? Please explain to me, how are you going to sit here and how are you going to basically say, hey, call these people, quote unquote, losers. So now we're just calling victims losers. That's what we're doing. That people, people who are sitting here trying to actually tell their stories, real victims, we're calling victims losers now. That's what we're doing. Okay, because apparently in your mind, that's just okay. That's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing. This is why the kitty horns. This is why the kitty horns. This is why they're red, because we're not doing this. See, this is what we're not going to do. We're not going to blame victims. But this is what we're not. We don't do that over here. We don't do that. And for you to sit there and to do some foul shit like that after knowing damn good and well you befriended this girl and this girl opened up to you about a lot of shit that I'm pretty sure was hard for you, you are foul, Boleyn. You are foul for that. That is so messed up. And mind you, if it was such a lie and if it was not the truth, why you still got the videos up on your channel, since the people who you always want to defend always want to be questioning creators? Let's question you and question your morality and your integrity, sis. Okay? Why you still got the videos up if Chris was lying? Why are you still sitting here basically generating the views and getting the views off of it, sis? If you really want to go there, since we want to go there, let's go there, sis. Let's go all the way there today. Hey, because I'm ready to take it there.
I'm ready. Let's
take it there.
And sort of stopped contact with any of those people, ignored it, left it at that. But now I'm coming back to it.
No, you blocked her.
Because there's been even more come to light. So you've got Gage Arthur. Gage Arthur is the person written about in Cat 10 Barge's insider article who alleges that Jeffree Star sexually assaulted him. So he's the actual victim that is supposed to have had this $45,000 in hush money. Then you've got Chris Avery Bennete. Now, Chris Avery Bennete claims they were offered $10,000 from Jeffree, didn't take it. But yeah, Chris Avery Bennete has been the one popping off on Twitter and talking the whole way through this thing. She's been the one consistently tagging Jeffree, trying to get his attention, all of that stuff. So we're going to dive into this a little bit while I'm painting my face, because you guys know that's what I do over here. And honestly, this fuckery's got to stop. This is at the point now where
it does. You have to stop. You have to stop.
Okay, first of all, I'm pretty sure the reasoning as to why Chris was tagging Jeffree Star's name and was putting Jeffree Star's name out there is because if you don't put his name out there, and if you don't, so that way when you look it up on social media, you see it. I'm pretty sure Chris was not trying to get his attention. What Chris was trying to do was get the word out there, so that way if you look up Jeffree Star, you could basically see what you can actually see this shit. You can actually see the allegations. You can see what is going on. Because if you don't do that, guess what? You're not gonna find this stuff out. Okay, it is so easy. If you don't tag people in nothing, you won't find nothing. And mind you, and can we just talk about how she's now sitting here trashing on Gage, the person who was tased in order for Jeffree to do what he did? Jeffree Star tased this dude at the age of 19. And what else did he do? He tased him in something else, gave him alcohol or something in order to perform lewd acts on him and stuff. Like straight up, like I'm sorry, what? But what? Like, how are you now? Now you're trashing Gage. Like, seriously, now you're trashing Gage. Like, I'm sorry, what are we doing? What are you doing?
Look, I'm reading the chat, and to me, it appears that she's just bitter, that she's no longer. First of all, it's kind of funny to me. In one video, she says, "We weren't really friends, but I wanted to know." Like, look, you buddied up to her to get the story. Let's get it right, okay? No one is buying anything you say after that. We know that you just wanted the tea. And when you didn't hear what you wanted to hear, now you're out here actively attempting to clear Jeffree's name. Number one, Jeffree don't give a fuck about you. Jeffree don't give a fuck about nobody but himself. Let's get that clear. If you think you're going to get something out of this, you're sorely mistaken. Number two, you don't go victim shaming and trying to remove their feelings, the way they felt, okay? Now, you yourself claim to have been a victim one time. I myself am a victim. I was molested when I was 13 years old. Okay. For 1 second, I wouldn't
I'm a victim
think
as well.
to tell someone, I don't believe your story. Not for 1 second. So continue spitting your shit. Because now you're going to get to really know me, Miss Boleyn.
Yes, which is the Wicked West.
Okay, so to clear something up, is that apparently Jeffrey gave him Xanax. Hex. That's even worse. But yeah, this is who we need to clear up, y'all. Gave his boy Xanax so you can do lewd acts to him and all that stuff, because I don't know what would possess you to think that's
worse.
Okay.
Even worse. Even worse. There's nothing.
And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, but how can she sit here and say that it's not credible when, if you look at the signature on the check, boo, the signature checks out. It's the same signature that Jeffrey puts on all his other shit. It's the same signature, sis. The same one. Because I'm looking for it right now on my phone. I got the receipt, baby, because you know what? Like I said, for Miss, there was no receipt. Oh, sweetie, we got the receipts. We're bringing the receipts tonight.
We always have receipts over here.
What they say, I'm good for keeping a good receipt, just like Nessa. I should have favored it, but still, hold on. She said, I can't believe, I'm sorry. I just can't believe this woman really sitting here.
Can I just interrupt for a moment? Because there's a conversation going on. So this woman is trying to paint Gage as a Peter dater herself, right? And it appears that the chat was saying they were about the same age. So that does not make them a Peter dater. Okay. Am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris and Eden. They were about the same age. So my question is, like, how do you try to clear Jeffree Star's name by twisting a story, and now you want to paint the victims as?
I want to know, how do you sleep at night? That's all like, for real. I want to know, how does she sleep at night knowing? Them. God, this is hard.
Did you fall in? And it's a concussion. It's got to be a concussion. You have a concussion, right? Right, Boleyn? That's what's making you spit out all these stupidities. Carry on. I'm done.
I'm sorry, because I don't get that.
I gotta take off she's so loud I can't even have my earphones in.
They're ruining people's livelihoods over an article that is completely and utterly misinformed. It's disgusting. It's got to stop.
Stop for 1 second? No, she did not sit here and just say ruin people's livelihoods. How many motherfucking times has Jeffrey said shit and done shit that could have ruined someone's livelihood, sis? Do we not remember how he sat there before the allegations about James came out, how he did James? We're really gonna play that game and talk about people's livelihoods? Are we really gonna do that now? Look, just because the shit about James came out to be true does not make what Jeffrey did back in 2019 okay, when there was no next and no allegations. So don't sit here and talk about with me and Miss Thang talking about, Jeffrey trying to ruin livelihoods. How many times has Jeffrey tried to ruin people's lives and has done shit that to hurt people? Eden, that part. Don't give me that crap. Don't sit here and give me that crap. Do not sit here and piss on my leg and tell me it's right and insist. Don't do it. Don't do it, because you're literally sitting here defending the devil himself. And how dare you sit here and defend and this demon in a pink wig? But yeah, you want to sit here and you want to demonize victims. How dare you?
I agree.
Sorry. Ooh, that right there, that pissed me off. Because how she gonna sit there and talk about people ruining their lives? How many lives has Jeffrey ruined?
Thank you.
Ask how many people's lives Jeffrey has ruined. Ask how many people have had heartache and pain due to this due to this alien. The fuck miss me with that shit.
Right, she's got the nerve.
So the first thing that I'm going to say is Gage Arthur, the alleged victim. There's been talk that he was 17 years old at the time. So some people are deciding to be outraged because Jeffrey did this to a minor. But now it's actually come out that he wasn't 17 at the time. He was 19 years old.
Oh, because it makes it better?
Because
it makes it better, sis. Because it makes it better?
He's still a victim.
What are you saying?
Still a victim.
What are you saying? Because it makes it better?
He is still a victim. Listen, you twat
I can't. Because
He's
it makes
still
it...
a victim.
I'm
He's
sorry,
still a victim.
What is she like? I'm sorry, but what are they saying? Like, seriously. So because Gage was 19 instead of 17, that makes what Jeffrey did to this person okay. It makes what it did it right. You are still, let me tell you something. You can prey on adults. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry, but to me, 17 and 19 ain't that much a difference. It's just 2 years. To me, and mind you, I'm 29 years old, about to be 30 in a few months. Okay. And to me, 19 is still a baby. To me at least. Like a 19-year-old, like to me, no, not to me. I'm saying to me, 19 is still a baby because you're still to me a teenager until you are 20 years old. Until you're 20.
19 is legal in America. I don't know how that's true, but it might be.
Well, I know 17 and 19.
She puts on. Don't even get me started on her makeup skills, Eden. Well, that's a whole nother live.
Oh, it's as dusty and patchy as it gets. Let's get.
Is that a girl? Was that the Bloodlust palette, sis?
No, there was no essay.
Look at that big ass brush.
There was no essay that happened. Yes, there was a little bit of an altercation, bit of tasering maybe, but there was no essay. Eden Chisel, who's one of the other informers of Kat Tenbarge's article, picked Gage Arthur up on the night that this alleged essay was supposed to have happened. He picked Gage Arthur up from Jeffrey's apartment, and when Gage got in the car with him, he told him Jeffrey wanted to do something to him, but didn't because Gage said no. So allegedly, in response, Jeffrey tased Gage.
Oh.
And then at that point, that was when Eden Chisel arrived to collect Gage from Jeffrey's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no.
So it's okay to tase people and try to rape them?
In fact, if you go back, you can find claims that Gage Arthur himself was actually doing things with minors. So let's keep the same energy, right? If we're going to go off on James Charles and Jeffree Star and all these people.
No, Cruella de Vil, we're not going to try to equate the two. We're not going to do that.
Who's making a claim that somebody did something to them? Here it says Gage is 18, Danielle is 15. He was with a 15-year-old.
Then there's also this little screenshot, a tweet from 2009 when Gage Arthur alleges that he'd been assaulted by Jeffree Star in Kat Tenbarge's 2020 article. If you go back to
she got the pig mirror and everything.
This tweet from Eden Chisel, who, as I said, is another kind of informer of Kat Tenbarge's. Eden Chisel claims that Gage Arthur was with a 16-year-old. So this is another claim of Gage Arthur with a minor.
Why is she layering purple upon purple, like so dry and tacky like that?
Tell me how.
I'm telling you right now, she's either using the James Charles palette or she's using the Bloodlust palette, one of the two, because I've never seen patchier than patchy makeup. She's using one of the two palettes. I know she is. And if she says in this,
a victim blamer.
She's giving me.
And you are.
Okay, can you pause real quick? Eden wrote something that
Here on my channel.
So Eden here says she went through all the receipts to find that tweet of us making fun of a sticky drama post. Okay, so let's clarify that already. And again, can you clarify for me, Eden and Chris, Gage, and this person were about the same age?
Okay.
Oh, Nessa's backstage. We're gonna get. Can we get Nessa Pena's backstage? Can we get Nessa up on here?
Let's get her. I'll drop the link.
What about Gage Arthur's victims?
Let's get the girl. Let's get the doll herself.
And we got a clarification. The answer is yes. So nice try. So nice try.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh! So Gage and Carly were the same age when they were involved with each other. So next case.
Next
caller. This woman is presenting and lying to her audience as if all of this is facts.
I know.
Chris and Eden, you have every right to privacy strike her channel. Just putting that out there. Just you do what you want with that information.
Don't say that. Because you know they're going to find a way to twist it and say, oh, you say you can strike a channel. No.
For people to want to take down Jeffree Star.
She sounds like the Witch of the
Weekend. For people to want to take down Jeffree Star.
Yet you've
got I say that he didn't actually commit.
He definitely did.
Please welcome our special guest.
Definitely did.
Oh, but nobody wants to talk about that because Gage is the victim. It is insane. When Chris Avery Bennete was speaking to me.
Okay, stop the video. Hold on. Was it?
I believe the story.
Video. Yep. Okay.
I got.
Yeah, stop the video. Nessa, what was it that you wanted to clarify?
Oh, well, I guess Karma, she already read the comment because yesterday morning, Gage was on Twitter, and this one, oh my God, Boleyn, she was on Twitter throwing out these accusations that they wound up blocking me yesterday, but they weren't like when they put this video up, they didn't say nothing that was clarified on Twitter because Gage was actually there defending himself, and then that was cleared up about the Carly person. They were like, Gage pretty much said what they just said in the chat. That was a joke. Like, she's actually older than me. So I think they're around the same age, but I think Carly's actually older, but she's using that person, Carly, and then another person that there's a picture of from an article on Sticky Drama. That article itself, if you read the whole thing at the very bottom, it's a speculation. Like, it's not fact. And the thing is, they are telling their audience everything is as fact. And that's why I think they're playing with fire, because they're saying that Gage is extorting Jeffree Star. They're saying that he's a pedophile. They're saying that just all sorts of like very hard allegations based off of a gossip site, because Sticky Drama is a person that I think that what I've been kind of catching on to, that they've been getting their information from. And that person themselves that ran Sticky Drama is problematic and has been putting out a lot of like if you read that whole article, I could put a link in the chat in a little while if it lets me, but that article, like there's some ugly, I don't even want to repeat them. There's ugly things at the bottom because that person said, oh, we know that he must have been in relation or maybe had, can I say S or sex on here? Can I say, I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
The article pretty much is speculating that Gage had to have slept with this underage person because Sticky Drama would never fly someone out without getting some D. So it was all speculation. They even made a few ugly remarks about another person. And where Boleyn isn't clarifying is that all these people she's going on the Wayback Machine and looking at their MySpace accounts, they were all teenagers and kids. And I mean, who wasn't freaking stupid as teenagers? Jeffree.
But Jeffree was 27.
Well, wait a minute.
He was
Here's
24
the tea on that,
years old.
Here's the tea on that. The account, there's no way she can get a hold of anything Chris said because Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, 1 or 2 accounts. Anywho, the account that all of that would have been on would have been the first account, and that account no longer exists. And with MySpace, you can't go way back on an account that doesn't exist.
Well, even with that, like people were asking them to show, but in this video, Boleyn winds up saying, "Oh, I'm not good. I just read stuff. I didn't take any screenshots," which is to me convenient. But the whole thing feeding the audience a lot of wrong information. Like if this is Boleyn's opinion at this point, okay, but you're stating this as fact. Jeffree Star's being extorted. I mean, she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to use the correct pronouns. They are feeding this as all facts to their audience. And if you look at the comments, I mean, I was going back and forth with a few people, and then they started asking me other things about my girl. Like, how is that? I was like, oh, I'm out. I've been going to the gigs.
Nessa. You're hitting the nail on the head. You're hitting the nail on the head. And also, but
can I also say though too, how can you ignore the other various signs of Jeffree Star showing some form of predatory behavior, sitting there saying, oh well, I wonder how big Justin Bieber's beep is when Justin Bieber was 16 and Jeffree Star was like 24, 25. I'm sorry, but when I was 24, 25, I wasn't thinking about how big a 16-year-old's beep was. Okay.
Thank you.
I don't think like that. Okay. But then also though too, you're also forgetting how he sat there and was basically flirting and was basically being all kinds of nasty with some other boy. Whatever the boy's name is, that boy who was like 17 when he was like 24, 25. So how you gonna ignore all that, sis? How you gonna sit here and act like, oh, it's so like, oh, we just can't fathom the idea of Jeffree basically doing all kinds of weird shit when it's like, sis, the proof is in the pudding. It's literally out there. Insider is not just some random hocus pocus website that you just find from around the way. Insight is a credible news source, okay, that only puts out credible things, okay. And Jeffree was not extorted. No one told Jeffree to sign a check.
Not according to Boleyn. Boleyn thinks that they're all full of shit.
Look, I'm sorry.
They're saying everybody's full of shit. Pastel Bell's full of shit. Insider's full of shit.
Like, she bends over backwards to try to discredit anyone who comes forward with legitimate story.
I'm sorry, but I want to know what did Jeffree offer you? What has Jeffree done for you, sis? What has he truthfully done for you to truthfully sit here and to basically just discredit the actual victims and people who have basically witnessed horrendous things that this man has done? What has this demon in a wig done for you?
Things that Jeffree has done that has hurt people, and it's not just these particular allegations. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff, and that's what I was trying to explain in their comments, because they wound up blocking me on Twitter. But the whole thing with all they told me back pretty much was, I'm not trying to change their mind. You know, I was at first trying to have like an actual conversation, and then on my little channel, I don't know if they went held for review because I'm not really, good at all that stuff yet, but they were mad. They were actually mad. They called someone a bitch. It's not on, you can't see it, but I think it's like in held in review. I don't know if they were calling me a bitch or calling one of the other people bitches, but they're like so mad about this. And I was actually trying to have like a conversation, because even in my videos, when I'm reacting to their video, I was trying to be like, no, like, this is why, because I actually was enjoying some of your older videos. And now this is, to me, what you're doing is dangerous, because, if you're going to be trying to be an advocate on your channel for SA victims and all that, then I personally don't think anybody.
Oh, bitch, can you highlight Eden's,
in them?
Can you highlight Eden's post, what he just said? He says, I've posted so many screenshots. That's why I'm pissed. She ignored all of them.
They are ignoring.
She's ignored. Sorry, they are ignoring. Gosh, they're gonna get me for misgendering. I already know. They're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. Anywho,
it appears to me that this person infiltrated that group with the sole purpose of just trying to clear Jeffree Star's name, and it speaks volumes of the Jeffree Star cult mentality that these people have that are completely obsessed with Jeffree Star, that they will go to any lengths.
Can you highlight that other comment, because that clarifies that one? Eden Shizzle, which I know you're one of the people they put the screenshot on their video, correct? That was friends with Gage.
Which one? I can't.
They said, if you're talking about Danielle, which is the one that they are trying to call Gage a pedophile for, they were 16, not 15. He didn't sleep with her at all. They were never more than friends. Danielle was Amers, my sister's. Oh, that's a person. Amers, my sister's friend, and Gage did cuddle with her. So I'll be real there.
I can't find the comment.
And again, 2 years apart is legal. It's further up. I'm sorry, but I read it. I did want clarification on that.
Podcast. Go subscribe.
I'm pissed. Well, they were ignoring even the stuff with Gage. They were poking at Gage on Twitter, and then as Gage is defending themselves, and I was like trying to put some factual stuff, not trying to fight with them, they wound up blocking me. And then they put this video up. It's weird. I have a theory. It's either what Karma said, they were always like just trying to get the tea and trying to get to see what did Chris Avery Bennete have, what did these people have, so that they knew what they were working with and could like vindicate Jeffree in the long run because they were a major stan. Or I watched some of their older content when they said that they started receiving a lot of harassment when they were talking about Jeffree Star and all this stuff and kind of like talking against him. Maybe they got scared or something else happened. To me, it's one of the two, because it's just like a very like, I know for Chris Avery Bennete, they're like, it's strange to watch. I've seen a couple of their other Boleyn subs saying that it was just such a switch, like from day to night, all of a sudden. And it is, because now they're like promoting the palette. I have clips of where they were saying, I would never use that makeup, or I'm never going to purchase any more Jeffree Star cosmetics. And then today they put a little comment like, say, oh my God, I have to play the video for a little bit.
Well, let's not forget.
Totally buttering up Jeffree Star again.
While you gather that, let's not forget also that this person did mention that they are in contact with some of the bigger channels. And we all know that those are payroll crew, okay? So they're stupid because they really think that they're going to get something out of this. They're not going to get anything.
Okay, can I also highlight something? Can I highlight something really quickly though? Can I highlight something just really quickly though? Okay, so Miss Thang, so since you want to talk about talk about extortions and shit, okay? So can you make me big, girl? Can you make me big on the screen for me? Make me big on the screen, girl. Hold on, because I got this on my phone. If y'all can hold on, y'all see that?
Yep, I see it now.
That?
Yes,
very clearly.
That is
the check. This is the check.
Too bright, baby, too bright.
Hold on, right there. Perfect. This is a check that Jeffree signed. Hold on. Also, now this is signatures for merch that Jeffree has signed for people. So,
well,
last time I checked,
Boleyn,
the signatures match up, sis.
According to Boleyn, it's all fraudulent. They think that everything's been manufactured. They think that the insider just put out this article and everything's fake receipts. That's pretty much.
They also believe in Santa Claus and the bunny, Easter Bunny, and all that stuff because they're kids.
So today, Boleyn says, "I want Jeffree to know that he's loved and thought of, especially right now with everything he's going through."
Okay, you know what? Also,
I want Jeffree to know that we see him for the piece of sack of shit that he is.
Okay,
and that we will continue to hold him accountable.
Hold on, can I address another sack of shit that was just mentioned in the chat? Can I mention another sack of shit? Because we need to give some heat to this one too. His name is Keen to the motherfucking Star. Listen here, motherfucker. Because I'm about to say motherfucker. Okay?
No.
Okay. Listen here. You meme star. Yeah, meme star. Because he's a motherfucking meme.
You're on a monetized channel, don't forget. We're not on their little burger channels.
It's okay. They monetize curse words now, so we're
okay. Honey, let me explain something to you. You had the nerve to sit here and say, "Oh, so now getting a dick pic makes you a victim." I'm sorry, but since when are we just now saying it's okay for grown men to send children, or rather send teenagers, dick pics? When is that cool? Let me ask something to the ladies out there. Ladies, to all my ladies, do y'all like it when a man sends you a dick pic just off the rip? No reason, no whatever? No, you don't.
On panel, let's ask Karma and Nessa. Let's see what they have.
Nessa, do you like it? Did you like it back in the day when a man just sent you a dick pic for no reason? He said no rhyme or reason.
Or when my ass got grabbed and all that shit. It was never okay. Like with that when I read Rich Lux's comments, and it made me disgusted to my stomach when he was trying to discredit or make light of the situation, which, okay, whatever. Like the person that put up that TikTok about the ass grabbing, he said it was a full-on ass grab. No one ever liked that shit. It wasn't like people in the comment section. It made me so sad to see all these women and Rich like letting them think it was okay, saying, "Oh, but that's always happened back in the day. Like it was no big deal. Like it was for me. I didn't like it. I told y'all about an experience I had when I was a waitress, and it was never fun."
Baby, let me say this again. Baby, can I say this again? I just need to say it. Just because it happened back in the day don't make it right. Just because it was the social norms does not make it right. Let me tell you something else that was the social norm: racism. But it wasn't right then, and it's not right now, and it's not all. It was not all right then, and it's not all right now. So miss me with that crap. Don't sit here and act like it's just okay. And for someone to one send a dick pic, an unsolicited dick pic, and two to a minor. A freaking minor at that.
And I'm sorry, I told Boleyn I'm older than you because they tried to check me saying I'm older than you. I was around back. I guess they think I'm young, which I thank her for that, or thank them for that. But I'm like, I'm older than you. I'm older than you, and I'm sorry, when I was, just because it was back in the day and those things were different, I never was kikiing or messaging or DMing or sending nudes or none of that to anybody who was 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Like nobody that was, especially teenagers. That was never that wasn't like a common thing.
And it was never okay. It was never okay. And Nessa and I are about the same age, about a year difference. And I can tell you that back in those days, the only reason it may seem like it was okay is because you weren't, if you came forward and told people, this happened to me, 99% of the time you would either be ignored or shamed into silence. Okay.
Yeah, like nothing ever happened. It was just like, oh, that's what we should put up with, you know.
It was somehow made to be socially acceptable that women, men, whatever, should just take it. And a lot of us, as an older person, I am very happy that if people are more comfortable coming forward and speaking about this. Because what happened to me was when I was 13, and I didn't tell my parents until I was 24.
And also, can we just talk about the fact that, I mean, again, I'm not trying to be mean, and again, I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, like I'm really not, but can we also talk about the fact of how much suffrage Chris had to go through to see that pink alien in a wig naked? Do you know what, like, that alone is traumatizing. He's saying, ugh.
I wanted to clarify something for with Chris. I watched the interview, and one thing that Boleyn made me upset when they were saying, because they've had their own experience with SA, and I respect them talking about that. I've had mine when I've told y'all personally, but when I was a kid, that stuff. I think I've told Dre this only actually, that there were certain things that even now I still can't even say out loud. There's things that I think I never even told my family members. Like there's just things that you do suppress. You don't want to talk about. It's very hard to open up about those things, and it's just like, especially when you're a child, it's way different. Like there's things that happened to me as an adult, but the things that happened to me as a kid, it's way different. It's harder to talk about. It's something that affects you your whole life. You may not even realize it until you're older. So the whole thing with them saying, oh, well, they never mentioned this picture before. They didn't mention this picture back in 2017. Why did they only bring it up in 2020? That's one thing they're trying to say, is that Chris Avery Bennete never mentioned the nude picture. Chris Avery Bennete has explained that they feel that was Jeffrey. Yes, it was anon or whatever, but they feel that because they didn't reciprocate something towards Jeffrey, that's where the sudden hate came from Jeffrey, and which then ignited his fandom, which then made Chris Avery Bennete, who looked up to Jeffrey at the time, go into a mental spiral. And what happened. I don't want to go into detail here, but they almost lost their life because of that experience. So hell yeah, there is pain there. Their life was affected there. Like that part that they're trying to take away, that is what's actually upsetting me, because you should know as a victim yourself that there's all different experiences and they all have affected people differently, but anybody's life who was affected by the hands of someone, they deserve to be heard. That person deserves to feel, I mean, who in their right mind would think like, oh, that's okay that Jeffree Star led a whole bullying campaign towards this young kid, all because of underlying issues, and that part was a little. We know how the scene was back then. Like, these people, they all kind of knew who each other were. So for Chris Avery Bennete to try to do something positive, they were trying to do their blog with a positive message, and then get all that backlash from Jeffree Star that led it, and then his fandom, and then what happened affected her for the rest of her life. Like, yeah, he's a piece of shit for that. So for Boleyn to totally discredit that part too, even if you took the nude out of it, the situation that happened that sent her into a mental facility because of Jeffree freaking Star, like, that alone pisses me off. They're a victim. They're a victim for that.
Oh, was it? Can you highlight? No, was it?
Yes.
Dish. Do you see what Eden said in 901 where he says, "So what I didn't mention." No, the one above it, the other one.
Okay, this one.
Oh, says, so what I didn't mention, Daniel grooming me when I was underage until a few days ago, and what that's was it, and that's on the victim to decide when to feel comfortable to speak on it. Yes. And I'm just, look, honestly, that don't surprise me none that he was hanging around all them motherfuckers that was sitting around hitting up on people, pushing up on people. I mean, okay, let's be real here, okay? I mean, look, and I think even Bish, we can both say it ain't that out there. It's not that out there for older gays to be hitting on the young gays. Mm-hmm. If you know what I'm saying. It's not that out there. It's not that uncommon. That kind of stuff happens to who, like, why are we trying to pretend like this just doesn't happen? Like, I don't understand where in her mind she, like, I just don't understand how is it that literally even with just not even with like I said again, even if, like, okay, fine, with not only it's the situation with Chris, but literally all the other stuff Jeffree has done. How can you just ignore that? Like, I don't understand that. How can you sit here and act like there was not a pattern of behavior? How can you sit there and act like this man has not surrounded himself with people who have done just as foul and heinous things as what he's done? How can you just ignore all these signs and just say, oh no, Jeffree, you're innocent. Oh no, Jeffree, you're cool. No, Jeffree, you didn't do nothing wrong, baby. Like I said, how do you sleep at night? Again, how do you sleep? Because I'm sorry, I could never sleep at night knowing that I sat here and I befriended someone and they sat here and they told me about their trauma and their pain. And yet, literally, and I don't know if y'all was ever on the phone talking, but you sat here and Chris, you opened up to this person. And for them to sit there and to just completely shit on you in this manner is disgusting and wrong and is messed up. And for them to have also been a victim themselves, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be appalled. How dare you sit here and you try to invalidate someone else's experience? Like I said, I'm sorry. We don't.
Star. We don't want to use his makeup and stuff. Like, that's
I know.
ridiculous.
For what? For that alien from the planet Zorbtron in a pink wig? You're sitting here, basically, you're literally sitting here showboating and sitting here dick riding for somebody who could give two fucks about you.
And I'm sorry, Andrew, I'm reading your comments. I'm sorry that happened to you, but you're very right. Like, there's certain things, like, I don't even have to explain it. Like, I don't want to share turn into a very triggering live, but I just couldn't. I still feel almost embarrassed that happened, and I was like 4 or 5 years old. It wasn't with a family member, and it was at the time they were an older teenager. But I still feel like ashamed because I loved that person. But either way, it's just like to hear people like discredit people just because it's not the same experience, or maybe, and then that's another thing in the comment section. There's certain people kind of playing like kind of like when we talk about, the community of the oppression Olympics, but it's almost like, like a competition. It's not a competition of how this person was affected or that, mine was worse than yours. I wish, like they're literally saying, I wish all I had was was a dick pic. That's not the only thing that Chris Avery Bennete was a victim of. They were a victim of something that changed their life forever at the hands of Jeffree Star.
Mm-hmm. And and she's sorry, and they're like being like, well, I just can't see Jeffree just saying, oh, minions, go and attack. That's not what Jeffree does. Jeffree retweets and says some shit.
Then?
Like, no, what Jeffree does, he'll sit there. Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead.
Finish your thought, because I'm going to add to that.
Okay, Jeffree will sit here, basically quote tweet you, say some shady shit, and because his stance, because let's be real, like I said, I know how his stance was. I used to be in the fandom as well, sweetie, so don't try to tell me, okay? Look, they sit there and they go and they attack and they literally go in and they literally just go in, attack. They don't care who you are, what you're going through. It's we need to defend our Lord and Savior, the Grand Dragon Wizard of the Klansmen themselves, Jeffree Jedediah to the motherfucking starfish from the planet Zorbtron. That's what they do. That is how his people. That's how people will attack. That's how he sent his fans after people in that manner, and it's happened over and over and over again. So the fact, and it's happened so many freaking times, and literally, and for you to sit there and to say, oh well, Jeffree was just calling people out for bad behavior, blah blah blah. Do you know what has happened to a lot of the people that Jeffree has basically has quote tweeted and has called out? A lot of them have dealt with a lot of freaking harassment and were victims of a lot of fucking horrible shit.
Speak on
like,
it.
No,
take a breath, take a breath.
But she pisses me off because how can you sit there? How can they act like? How can they act like it's just like there's so much that is out there? How can you not see it? Are you that blind? Like, I'm sorry. Like, are you blind? But I know that patchy, chalky ass makeup that you're putting on your eyes right now. I know look, girl, I know it's of bad quality, but I didn't think it actually affected your eyesight as well. I'm just saying.
I want a clarification, Chris. And is Daniel, is that the sticky drama person?
I think
I'm asking them.
Yeah, was it either that or are y'all talking about the best friend?
No, I'm reading the comments and they're talking about Daniel, that I think Eden's saying that they realized later on in life, which that is true, because even myself, it took until I had my daughter to realize what had happened to me as a child was wrong. Like, I was actually still around that family member. Now I'm not, but I was up around that family member. That person was like a brother to me all these years, and I still it's weird. It's just it's a weird dynamic, especially when they were actually underage themselves. It's just so there's just different levels of it all, and whether you realize it right away or later or maybe 20 years from the incident, like, it's still, people should not try to discredit you just because you waited.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and that, but see, and like I said, that's the problem. And then for her,
sticky drama.
And I'm sorry,
Jeffree.
For that
Daniel. Oh my God, I know who you're talking about now. I'm sorry.
I think they're talking about his best friend, the one from the accident.
Oh, no, I didn't even know that.
That don't surprise me, none, honey. They were doing all kinds of shit back in the way that they were.
Yeah, there was a lot of messed up shit. And just like, okay, this is another point I try to bring up, and I know. Oh yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And right now,
we gotta finish this.
I'm sorry I ever listened to her.
Y'all funny.
No, it's okay.
Honestly,
I'm sure she's sorry she ever gave you the chance.
I know you're jealous of her makeup look.
I'm so sorry I ever listened to her. It's really been difficult.
Honey.
Like I say, I went away, did my own research. And I was horrified. I was like, God, these people are gross.
Did she do research on Jeffrey?
These people are properly sick in the head.
But look who you're defending.
You know, and it wasn't until recently that I actually realised what was going on and that they were lying for money. They were making it up for money.
Oh, because Jeffree Star never lied.
Right. Hello.
And it just made me feel awful.
Wow.
It made her feel awful? Sorry, they made them feel awful?
Right.
Rich.
But I'm sorry.
Rich,
but I never believed them. And
no, because now I'm even getting madder. I'm sorry. Now I'm getting mad because she's like, I'm sorry I ever opened up. Oh, I'm sorry I ever gave Chris a chance. Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure Chris is feeling the same way, sweetie. So the feeling is pretty mutual, Boleyn. The feeling is very mutual. And for you to literally sit here and try to act like as if these people are the devil when you're sitting here defending Zorbtron in a pink wig, you need to stop. Like, I'm sorry, you really need to stop, sis. You really need to stop acting like if basically Jeffree Star is freaking innocent. Because I'm sorry, that man was that creature is not innocent.
Let the video finish. So we could all have our commentary. Hey, bitch, you know you could because it is kind of slow. Like they pause a lot and stuff because I watched it. If you want to, does it let you do like 1.25 speed maybe?
What do you mean?
The speed up the playback, like on her video.
Okay, if you go to the cog,
like
go to the
playback
cog,
speed faster.
No. Let me tell you. No. Go to the cog to setting. Click on settings. Where's the cog?
Right
click on the cog, and you see where it says playback speed.
Oh, there you go.
You can speed it up. That's it.
Right there, 1.25. Yeah, just make it a little faster because it is slow. I watched the video.
I'm sorry that I ever went along with them.
I didn't know you could do that. Thank you for teaching me that.
There is no
problem
that I would ever talk about a kind of
because she is slow
assault case again based off of an article that a journalist wrote. No way. Not after this experience.
I'm sorry, but who is she to even say a journalist? Oh, hell no.
For survivors because it's important to me and because I am one.
Oh, she cares about survivors now. And I
don't want to do it.
So this is making me mad now. So she's out here trying to discredit one survivor and she said, I'm a survivor, guys. Well, how are we supposed to believe your story when you're trying to doubt another girl's story?
I know.
Girl, get out of here with that purple lavender ass look and that big ass bow on your head.
No. Who women? Hold up. How's she gonna say a journalist?
Right.
Well, they think that Kat is full of shit, according to her. Everybody's full of shit.
I think she's full of. I think Boleyn's full of shit.
I'm putting on 1.75.
Oh, 75 is too fast.
Oh, is it? Okay. She just
Probably maybe 1.5.
Okay, yeah.
Boleyn, I think you're full of shit.
I know, right? Yep. Let's go back. What's what this girl got to say?
Just to tear somebody down. That's never been my intention.
You're tearing someone down.
Never will be my intention. If I do it,
one line,
it's because I want to give that survivor a voice. It's because I want people to hear survivors. It's not because I want to tear someone down.
Then what are you doing now, dumbass?
And I guess I just got sucked in because they were very, very persuasive, and I felt pressured into it. You know, and unfortunately, that's just how it's gone. I felt pressured into saying it because people were saying, if you don't do that, then you're not standing up for victims. When I knew, after looking into
Hey, you're going to blow out people's eardrums. You're blowing
She did not just sit here and say, Miss Thang. You can say Miss Thang. Miss Thang has no gender whatsoever. Miss Thang. You did not just sit here and say, oh, I was pressured. Who pressured you? Nobody even really knows who you is. We only know who you are because of this situation, sis. Don't act like you're somebody so important. Since you wanted to say it to us, sis, here it goes to you. Nobody knows who you is, sis. Who was pressuring you? Who was banging down your doors? Who was basically holding up the pitchforks? Who was holding up a holding up the torches, saying that, oh baby, you gotta basically do the video.
They can't say they were forced because they did it because they want to. It's just like me.
For Jeffrey. Don't sit here and tell me. Don't motherfucking sit here and tell me. Hold on, let me get my camera on. Don't motherfucking sit here and tell me that you was forced to do anything. Don't do it, sis. Not on tonight. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not tonight. Not last night. Not last week. Next month or next year. Don't do it.
I gotta say this real quick because the baby's present.
Go ahead.
Anyone entering the chat, trigger warning. We are discussing SA. Also, this person is very triggering. So if this is something that'll trigger you, just feel free to skip this video.
Yes.
What was it? And also, Chris, I'm so glad we can cheer you up because, honey, look, because baby, I can't stay. Let me tell you something. With me personally, I can't stay quiet. When I see some shit like this, that's straight up just trying to discredit people and is trying to take away from people's experiences, I'm like, look, you went through something really traumatic and you opened up to this person, and for them to do what they did, no, that's not okay. Hey, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are, what you go through. Right is right and wrong is wrong at the end of the day, period, point blank. And this is so wrong on so many levels. It is so wrong.
Okay,
let's try to finish the thing, Dre.
Yep.
Because people are leaving, so.
That he'd been with minors. So once I found that out, game over.
Game over.
You know, once I found that out.
Yes, Drew, I'll tell him that.
I knew
keep
I
blending that color in and ain't doing nothing.
With Chris Avery Bennete, and I knew I couldn't let it carry on happening. And I knew that they were wrong about Jeffree Star at that point.
How do you know?
Like I say, it's been kind of a recent development for me because I really wasn't aware that they were just lying for money before that. You know, I genuinely thought they were genuine survivors.
She didn't take the money.
They're not.
Chris never took the money, so
she never took the money.
So horrible.
What is his dog face?
So horrible
thing saying?
But guys, I'm going to stop this little video right here.
Okay, good.
I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I'm going to go carry on painting my face and kind of take my mind off it for a minute.
Paint your face.
Yeah, you know, I just do feel it's important that I come on here and say I'm sorry that I ever believed those people.
No, because she can't
believe in those people. And I'm sorry if me believing those people.
Eyeshadow is the only thing she can do, and then the rest is just.
I know what it did to me when I found out what sort of people they were. And I'm sorry.
Good night, Ho. You were tired, Ho.
Really sorry that I ended up getting sucked in by them and their lies.
I'm not going to shame her. I'm not going to shame their makeup because there was older videos. They do kill some looks, like they're just not probably everybody's. They're like gothic. They're like
I just don't like the person in general.
I know.
A very ball of negativity. They're using, in my opinion, my thoughts only. I do not speak for the rest of my friends. These are my own thoughts. They are using someone else's SA story to climb high on the ranks and appease Jeffree Star and his payroll team. And that, to me, is disgusting. And that is why I encourage you, if you're trying to be an advocate for victims, consider the fact that perhaps it's not a good idea to try to silence victims just because you adore the person that was victimizing them.
I agree.
I didn't like at the end when they were saying the part of real victims, like that's just so wrong. Like what I hope is that nobody ever goes to Boleyn again with a story like this in confidence, because God forbid they go on the Wayback Machine and see something that they feel discredits the victim. They're going to do this and slam them afterwards. Like that, this is wrong. It's wrong the way they went about it. If their opinion changed, they could have said, like, they could have actually reached out to Chris, said, hey, I actually don't want to talk about this no more. My opinion's kind of changing right now until more information comes out. Maybe I'll talk about it in the future, but that's not what they're doing. They're trying to discredit these victims. They're trying to put labels on Gage, calling him a predator and a pedophile. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say that word on here, right? The P word. They're trying to say that they're extorting money from Jeffree Star. Like, they're trying to put all these criminal-like accusations on these victims that came forward just to vindicate Jeffree, and that's wrong. So I really hope going forward, nobody goes to them again with any kind of stories regarding SA. I don't think that they actually should be even discussing unless it's their own stories on their channel.
As a mom, it infuriates me that this individual is taking this. Right, I know we don't like her. Or them. I'm sorry. I'm. Excuse me if I have not correctly said the pronouns. I'm just furious. It infuriates me because the last thing I would want is my kids sharing their story so that others could learn from their story and have the comfort to come forward. And then there's a person like this person who is going way above and beyond to invalidate a victim. Okay, mommy's done.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. It is very, very just traumatizing, I bet for Chris Avery Bennete to be going through this and to be discredited and made feel like she is a liar when these people have no reason to try to discredit her and call her a liar just because they love Jeffree Star. They're going to call someone a liar. Okay, why aren't they calling the every other like victims liars? Like, why are they only choosing Chris Avery Bennete? It's really scary.
To protect the demon in a wig. That's all it is. It's to protect Jedediah, and it is downright disgusting and infuriating because, like Dion even just said in the chat, Jeffree would probably make fun of you too, sis. This man has made fun of damn near everybody and their mama, has talked about everybody and their mama to their grandmama. But yet you want to sit here and now all of a sudden you want to sit here and try to turn this wicked evil devil himself into some kind of holy saint that's just being victimized and being targeted. And how can you sit here and say that these people are trying to take money? Chris didn't take any money. I'm pretty sure Eden didn't take any money. They're not sitting here trying to benefit. They're not sitting here living high off the hog and living lavish and luxuries and all that stuff. They're not sitting here traveling around the world and like some of your people. They're not sitting here with thousands and thousands of people. They have small little voices, and we people are trying to sit here and then we are trying to basically get their story out there. They were on their own for the longest freaking period of time. So please tell me, what clout are they getting? I'm sorry, but what clout do you get for going after Jeffree? You don't get any freaking clout. You don't get nothing for going after this man. You know what you get for going after this man? Heartache, pain, bullying,
backlash,
all kinds of shit.
Your cow reported,
just plain old harassment. Because
for going after that man. No one has ever benefited from going after that man. So don't you dare sit here and tell me, oh, well, they're just trying to get money. They're just trying to get this. Nobody, baby, if you're trying to talk about people trying to get money and clout, I'm sorry, but you're talking about the wrong people. You might want to look at the people you're sitting here and defending before you want to ever try to say something about these people. I
told Boleyn last time I checked, because even they said it in the past, that you don't get clout and all these people wanting to watch you going after Jeffree. It's actually the opposite. Like, you tend to get way more backlash, and kissing his ass is how a lot of people, even in the DCs, that they were getting further with that, or they felt they were. So I don't know where they were trying to come with that. But my whole thing with their channel that I think I actually would have been less upset if they would have been, because when I first saw the video, the first video I saw was the one that they were discrediting Chris Avery Bennete. if I would have looked back and they were always a Jeffree stan, and that's what I already had saw on Twitter. Like on Twitter, I already had thought like, okay, this person's over there. They're, more on Destin and Nick. They're like, they have the same the mentality as they do. They love Jeffree Star. That's probably how they became a fan of of Destin, Nick, and Rich. That's what I was thinking when I saw them on Twitter. Then to go back in the history on their channel and see what they did to Chris Avery Bennete, that's what actually made me mad, because to me, it was like, if I had saw like they were kissing Jeffree's ass since day one, no shocker. We know there's a lot of stands like that. But the shock part was, you literally had this person open up to you, had, statements privately given to you. You were saying all this stuff that, like, now they're pretty much contradicting everything they said. There was other things that they were saying about, they called them that they thought Jeffree was a pathological liar. They said they would never buy their makeup.
We have a little bit of drama in the comments. Jeffree Skinner removing comments. Goodbye. Just lost a subscriber. Oh, so who's removing comments? What is he saying? What's the tea? Anybody got an explanation for that? Alrighty then.
I don't know. Removing what comments?
I don't know. I seen him comment once.
I didn't see no comment.
Like, okay. Continue.
Boleyn.
Are they a Jeffree fan, Bish? I don't know that.
Well, obviously yes, he's definitely a Jeffree fan.
Oh, okay.
He said he talked to Jeffree the other day. I'm different, and I'm this, and I'm that. So, let's continue. Sorry to interrupt.
Well,
I just thought
you could like Jeffree if you want, but we are open to. We're able to have our opinions. That's another thing. Like, just because you like, if I would have saw Boleyn saying, "Oh, I just decided I like Jeffree, and I just don't really want to talk about it no more," like, go ahead, like Jeffree Star all you want, but don't do this. What they're doing to Chris Avery.
Exactly. You don't like. We're not okay. I don't like the guy, and I will never promote him. Right? One sec.
Yeah, there's no comments being removed.
Y'all can go ahead. The baby's having one.
Jeffree Skinner, and I don't know if you know this, but sometimes YouTube removes comments depending on the words you're using, and sometimes the creator don't even see that, or the moderators until later, or the comments can be held for review.
Yeah, if I thought I was deleting comments, I'm too busy. I don't got time.
I know. I'm barely looking at the comments. Andrew asked you, Bish, if you don't mind putting like after the live to put like a trigger warning. Like you could just put like trigger warning SW topics or something. essay. I'm sorry, essay topic.
I could try to do that. I don't know how I would add it to this, but I could try.
But yeah, that's why I was so angry seeing that, because I just felt bad that Chris Avery Bennete, because it's hard to open up to people, period. And then to have someone like you actually thought, oh, they wanted to hear my side, they wanted to hear my story for so many months, because I think it was at least 2 or 3 months that they were putting up videos about, Chris Avery and getting statements from them and everything. And then just to out of nowhere blindside somebody, because even that was another thing. I was like, that's wrong. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you could at least have reached out to Chris Avery or even some of the other people you were talking to and been like, hey, I don't feel this no more. This is how I feel now. But that's very suspicious how they just blocked them altogether.
Okay, we got a reply from Jeffree Skinner. He says, my words were polite, and I never said you removed them. I just said it happened. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Jeffree. I'm sorry someone removed your comments, hon.
Accident.
We
love mine gets removed sometimes.
Problematic queen.
So here's the thing, right? I'm sorry. We can't tell you, like, don't buy his makeup.
We have a super chat from Mike Kuntz is itchy. What do y'all think about Rich Luck's palette? Honey.
Oh God.
That's a whole other live. That's a whole nother live.
Is that even real? Is he gonna sell that thing? Because
no, that's a whole nother live. Because we can go off about that, but that's a whole other live.
Be an hour live about
Tune into the next podcast. That's all.
The next podcast, it's gonna be lit.
Dion said that there has been no comments removed because the moderators could see.
Right. I got my killer hoe in here. We got Dion, I think, is a moderator. I gotta get some more moderators in this mug.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I'm gonna do a little moderator live, and we're gonna all just have a little popcorn party or something.
Shady said it's a party favor.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, well, StreamYard, Eden. You have to get StreamYard. You can get it for free. You just got to set up an account. You can have up to 6 people on panel with the free version. You just got to send your guests links.
Jeffrey got the screenshots to prove it, he says. Uh-oh. Got screenshots, y'all. Oh, no.
Well, I gotta learn on my little channel because I think I've had some, like, you could see like a comment notification, and then when I go to the comment, it's not there. So I don't even know how to run my little channel yet. I'm like, I don't know where those comments are. They're sitting somewhere in a graveyard.
Yeah, StreamYard. And actually, if you look up on the right corner, it says powered by StreamYard. You just go StreamYard.com, set up your account. And you can even put a little emoji if you don't want to show your face. Whatever picture you can put up.
Like me, because I look like a gutter demon right now.
Not a gutter demon. Not the gutter
So basically,
demon.
we came on here to say, before we go on to anything else, Fatty Queen, Boleyn, whatever the hell your name is,
Boleyn.
We have seen you, because I'm gonna go on here, right? So it is quite obvious that you are a stan of Jeffree Star, and in my opinion, I cannot take anything you say seriously because I know that you're part of that cult, because that's what it is, right? So you've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 within the past week videos pro Jeffree Star. It's quite obvious that you are one of those. You're attempting to get in the payroll. Number one, I'm gonna tell you it's not gonna work, because that group of the payroll queens, they don't let anyone rise above them. It's just not gonna happen. Boo. Sorry. Not sorry.
Oh, Chris
to tell
Avery,
you.
if Eden has a channel, let us know. Does Eden Shizzle have a little channel? They're saying that Eden, that StreamYard's going to be a game changer for you. Are they going to go live?
Oh, we might have to pop in. Pop in.
Yeah, honey.
Pop in and pop off.
And then I want to say to Chris and your friends, I don't want you to feel like you're alone. You haven't just found a community that would stand by you. And I'm telling you right now, we are that community. We will stand by you. We will always speak out against predators and people who victim shame. So welcome to this side of the community.
Yeah.
And we're just not going to tolerate that from people like Fatty or anyone else who attempts to give a redemption to Jeffree Star.
I want to make one point why you just said that, Karma, because I saw Eden say it earlier that Boleyn is trying to say, oh, look at all these people. Look, they follow each other. Like, they're trying to make it seem like this has all been a big old master plan. Well, myself, after Pastel Bell's interview, I saw that Chris Avery Bennete was on Twitter. I didn't know that she was, so I followed her, and then I followed, a few other people that I saw, kind of engaging with Chris Avery Bennete. That just happens on Twitter. Like, when people are discussing a topic that you're interested in, you don't want to miss the next tweet, so you start following them. And you're trying to be nosy, because even the Gage account, I was going to follow that one so I wouldn't lose track of it in case he puts anything else out, because I have kind of been following this story, So I don't know where they're going with that, because people follow each other when they're like discussing a similar topic. It's not a big old scheme, like a big old, because they're saying, oh, look at all the people that follow each other. And one of the persons is like Kat from Insider, and then they were showing Chris Avery Bennete, and then they were showing like just all the same that they're all friends. And I think it was Eden that said, well, hello, or maybe it was Chris, that we were all friends for like 10 years now. Like, as far as them, but there's going to be other people, because they're trying to say even us now that we're all like in cahoots with everybody. It's like, no, like, y'all didn't even know when I made my little video, y'all didn't even really know what was going on yet. So this wasn't some master plan. Even the fact that we became friendly with Bish, like, that wasn't a master plan. We just had the same opinion. It gets so
It's just,
stupid.
it happens in a community. People start finding each other. You have similar opinions. Like, now, I will say this, anyone who's listened to our podcast, we don't always agree with each other. And that's normal in a friendship group to not always agree with each other. We like to have healthy discussions where we listen to each other's thoughts and opinions. It's not about being an echo chamber. Not on this side.
It's about being an individual. Look, because let me tell you something right now. Look, because let me give y'all just a little bit of fun little clarification for right now. All three of the people that are sitting up on here right now, all three of the people sitting up on this panel with me right now, at one point in period of time, and they will tell you, I didn't like them. I didn't like Karma. I didn't like Nessa, and I didn't like Bitch at one point in period of time. I didn't like none of these hoes. Okay.
Oh,
and
I
now,
hated Drama.
I didn't know any of
it.
I didn't know. I did not.
I just started watching Bish, a few weeks ago, and I was just curious because I told him, I said, yeah, sometimes those little narratives in the community do work. I never really had watched very many of his videos, and now I was binge watching them. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that, and I forgot about that. None of this was planned. It just happens, and people that Boleyn was trying to say that I wasn't here for the tea minion, like they're on that whole thing, which I kind of have been there. I've admitted to y'all that we're all.
Can I clarify something, Nessa? That you mentioned that, because I need to make it quite clear. Now, y'all know that I am a baby compared to everyone that's been in the community. I think
you are.
I'm a sophomore. Bish is a freshman, and Drama and Nessa are seniors when it comes to the beauty community, right? So here's the thing. I'm
a junior, Dre's a senior.
Literally never. And I'm
is that low-key shade?
Screen record this and spread the word, because I am so sick of this. Nothing against Here for the Tea. Nothing against. But I have not even watched one of Here for the Tea's videos.
Oh, I was obsessed.
I have never watched any of their videos.
Let me tell you something. Like I said, now, unlike the bigger DCs that didn't like one another, okay, even though I did not like these particular said people, never once did I make a video about Karma dragging her. Never once did I do a video about Karma. Never once did I do a video about Bish. Now, if anything, I have literally behind the scenes gotten to know these people on a more personal level, and like I said, and I have really come to love these people. They are some of my favorite people here on the platform. They are some of the most realist, genuine people, and I mean that on period. That's my word. That's all I got. Periana to the period, bitch. Okay, these are real motherfuckers, not some fake. We're not some fake ass friends who just sit here and decide to defend each other. When we feel like it. No, we actually got each other's back, bitch. Okay,
Dre, Nessa, and I have known each other for a little over a year now, right? Bish, I've known of you since last summer, but we recently started talking, and I love this kid. The thing is that what you need to realize is that the way that the OGs operate is that they will divide. They will divide and conquer, so that the way that they silence us smaller channels is that they'll look, I don't know what they type in the description bar to find us, but once they find us, they start harassing us, and most of the channels end up leaving, right? Because it's really heavy, the harassment that they put on you. Whereas us four, we kind of stuck it out and fought those battles. And over time, what happened was we found each other, which is something they didn't want. And I'm here to stay. You can harass me all you want. It ain't nothing new to me.
Oh, we're saying Aiden's name wrong. Like, how do you guys say Eden or Aiden?
Oh,
is it Eden or Aiden?
Oh, it's pronounced EHDEN. No, but like even that, like going back to what Dre just said, like people have been around in the community for a while, have had fights, and friendships have changed. Like when that side tries to say like stuff like that, like, oh, look at them, they're all like linked up, or oh, didn't they used to not like each other? That was them too. They were all like that like a few years ago. They've all kind of shifted around and they fought with each other, so they just have no room to be talking about anybody else in the community. Like things happen.
But at least
Eden.
Well, but at least we're not fighting.
Am I saying it right?
But we're not fighting. But here's the thing, though. But we're not fighting with one another like that, though. Eden, like Aiden,
Eden. Okay. Eden.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, Eden. So Eden, it was it? Look, I just see Eden because I think of like the Garden of Eden. You know,
right?
You know, you try look. Eden, Eden trying to find. She's trying to find her. Was she trying to find her Adam girl? Girl, she needs to find her Adam. Eden needs to find the Adam.
That's what I get.
So it's Eden. It's Eden.
Eden, and was it Eden? Yes, Adam.
We got it.
Lives for it.
Adam and Eden.
Eden. Okay. All right.
Yes.
You got it. Eden.
Yes.
Eden.
Yes, he needs to find Adam.
The whole like plotting thing. Like, look, like I haven't even talked to y'all in 3 days, so I just popped up here.
Right.
We're
friends. Like, we have our
We're not like plotting
I
24/7.
know. Girl, look, I had to sit here today, and I went and got my second Moderna shot. You know, now
the Moderna dolls.
Like I said, I'm a full-fledged Moderna doll. Right? What's it? Moderna gang. Whatever.
I am finally having a better day today. I think that shot fucked me up a little bit, but I'm not going to discourage because I would do it again. I have underlying health issues, so I already was kind of prepared. I was going to get the side effects. My husband didn't get any. I hope Dre don't get any. I know there's several other people, like even my family, that didn't get any side effects, but shit, I got them almost all.
You know, but you know what's
Moderna.
Let me tell you, but you want to know what's so funny though? Like, it's been about a good 9 hours and like nothing.
Well, that's good.
Like, and I've known some people where even 9 hours in, they were getting chills, they were getting sweat, they were getting all kinds of stuff. So I'm literally like,
mine hit me at 14 hours.
Nice.
See, and I haven't gotten vaccinated yet because I have a lot of health issues that I have to check with my doctor before I go. But if I do get approved for it, I'm going to go with Moderna as well. So we're going to be the Moderna crew.
The Moderna dolls.
But also, can I just bring awareness for a moment here while I'm at it? While I'm on my soapbox. If you can get vaccinated, y'all, please do and go get that vaccine.
Okay? Yeah, I would do it again. And if I have to get a third booster, I will.
Herd immunity relies on 85% at the bare minimum of the population to be vaccinated. So in the event, like someone as myself who could possibly not get the vaccine, we need y'all to have that vaccine to be able to protect us.
Oh, that's why you were persuading me to go. Mm-hmm.
Girl, I need look.
I'm just kidding.
Just think about it this way. You're in a field and there's a bunch of cows, right? Normally, when there's danger, the cows will put all of the weakest members of the herd in between them to protect them. That's basically what herd immunity is. You're protecting those who cannot get the vaccine. And there's people who may not be able to get the vaccine. We don't know the details on this one because it's new, but there are vaccines out there that people, like, let's say, who have leukemia cannot get because it could actually make them sick. You want to be able to protect that small percentage of the population that is unable to get the vaccine. So if you get this, if you can, go and get vaccinated. Think of those who cannot and want to get vaccinated.
But also though too, like I said, look, if you can't look, and if you live in my state, Virginia, and you go to virginiavaccinate.com, they will find jabs. Look at me saying jabs. They'll basically find the nearest place where you can basically get the shot. Hell, I literally had to travel out 45 minutes from where I live to basically get vaccinated. 45 minutes to and from, bitch. Yes.
I walked across the Walgreens. You can go on Facebook. That's where I found my locations. Go on your local Facebook and type
honey. Facebook,
all the places.
Yeah, social media. Social media is not getting better about letting you know different places where you can go and get vaccinated, baby. We need to get. We need to tell Miss Rona Sachet the fuck away, okay? She is not allowed here.
Yeah,
She
because I
needs to
want to
be
go to the beach
eliminated.
this summer. I really do. I need to get out of
That's
this
so
house.
I just want us to be rid of this Rona, okay? Like I want us to
Well, I
be
don't
able to
think
get
it's
a
ever
handle
going to
on it.
be completely gone, but
I
for us to try to do
want
what
to
we
get a
can.
It's
handle on
new,
it.
right? It's new. We're navigating a brand new pandemic. Like this is new. Like we are relying on the scientists of the world to get us out of it, right?
Cuddly buddy, I get you. Like, and maybe you could kind of be like Karma because I have autoimmune issues either. That's why I think my immune system is like out of whack. It's hyperactive, all that. So I did get like the chills and the fever and the body aches, and I was very lethargic just up until, oh my God, just even like then it went from being so sleepy to I think like Sunday, Monday, I was with nonstop anxiety, insomnia, and I just found out on someone's thread on Twitter that that's also a side effect, and I already have that. So I think it just like heightened it for me like completely because I felt like normally when I get really bad insomnia, I don't feel sleepy. I was feeling like so sleepy, but I just could not go to sleep. My body would jerk me awake. Like I have been through it until today. I finally slept like a good 8 hours, and I feel a little better. And that little feeling that I was getting, that pit of your stomach feeling where you feel like something bad's really gonna happen and it's not. Like it's just there. I kept having to take deep breaths, and I was just in a very irritable state of mind. Like I just was here locked up in my room. So today I'm feeling better. I got some sleep, and even my arm is still sore, and I was kind of itching a little bit. Like it's all that's coming down. So I hope I'm over it.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I don't want to make this a whole vaccine topic because I
we
know
better
that there are people...
because we're losing viewership by talking about this. It's a very triggering topic to some, apparently.
Yeah, people.
But we're not pressuring anyone to do it because, of course, Karma is one of the protected groups that like she has to wait. So we're not trying to push it on everyone. But we're definitely saying if you can and you want to, go get it. Just look it up.
I wound up getting the bitch because I got scared for a minute because, Texas, when they opened up, they started saying they weren't going to give us no more vaccines here. And I just started thinking like, oh shit, like what if the vaccine is like really, really needed or it's really, really good and I can't get it because over here in Texas, it was so limited. And I wound up getting an appointment and I was really thinking about not going, but I wound up, me and my husband went ahead and went. And my daughter, she has very bad respiratory issues. So I wanted to do it for her because her dad is an essential worker. And I felt like if anything, at least I will prevent us from bringing it into the home because I do have to go out and run errands and my husband's a worker. So I kind of did it more for my daughter. Now, when it comes to the kids, I don't know yet if I'm going to do that or not. I'm just feeling like
I'm a
we're the
little
ones
weary about the kids.
Yeah, I'm nervous about that too.
Yeah, I am.
But yeah, we can
first of all, we can take the subject. Yeah, no, was it? But can I just say on a side note really quickly? Okay, wait. Who cares about Drag Race spoilers? I'm just curious.
I do.
I don't.
Okay, fine. Then I won't say. Fine. Then I won't say because
don't
tonight.
Spoil it for us.
Look, okay, fine. I won't say.
Episodes.
Fine. Yeah. Okay. Look, fine. I won't say nothing.
And on that note, we better wrap up the podcast or the show.
Nick, it was kind of like a podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. Well, thank you guys for joining me on this show tonight. We talked about the whole Boleyn versus, or not even versus. It's versus the whole community of people that literally are being a victim. Like, so we covered that topic, and yeah, basically Boleyn is trash, and she is a victim shaming and blamer and all that good stuff. So, did you want to give how we could find you all, starting with Drema, and we're gonna go down to Nessa and then Karma? How can we find you, Drema, on social media platforms?
I don't even know my Twitter handle.
On YouTube. So on YouTube, the channel that I'm under right now, hold on, let me say something in where I say hi, or say hey, where I say hey. I didn't mean to put hey, but hey, but this channel, you can find me under Drema Queen. Yes, you can also find me on Twitter at Drema Queen? I cannot speak. Drema Queen 91 and was born in 91 and also my Instagram is Drema Queen 91 and yeah, basically
period.
I'm period to the period. I'll be back soon enough. No, I'm just sitting here. I've been chilling since my quote unquote cancellation. God, hey,
Canceled.
Since I was canceled.
And then
I was canceled. So I'm thinking about coming back to saying, "Hey guys, I'm uncanceled."
And they're gonna be like, "No, you're still canceled. Canceled." Just kidding.
How about you?
I think my Twitter handle is Nessa, also for truth with a number 4. Shout out to my girl Vanessa, who's no longer in the community. Vanessa for truth. I piggybacked off her handle. And my channel is Ness, and then opinions with an A.
Okay. How about you, Karma? How can we find you on
You can find my channel, Karmatics TV, hosted by Karma. And I'm dropping this here. I dropped it in the chat. It's at KarmaT_YT on Twitter.
Ooh.
And of course, you can always find all 4 of us up to no good on the Unpopular Podcast.
Ooh,
Popular crew.
y'all.
I
And
upgraded my mic.
Also, side note, you guys, stay tuned for next week because something interesting is coming next week. Ooh, we got a little surprise. We got a little surprise for y'all, bitch. Just what we can't
sure what that surprise is, but I'm here for it, bitch.
No,
I don't even know.
We got a surprise. Oh no, we got a surprise.
Bitch, you look so professional. I just wanted to say your little mic and your headphones.
I know. Doesn't he?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, shout out to the Unpopular crew.
Oh, yes.
We the Unpopular crew.
Yeah, we're very unpopular. We get on their nerves.
Also, can I just say, hey, shout out there. Was a shout out to everyone talking about their zodiac signs. Daisy's a Cancer, Killer Ho's a Gemini. I'm a Scorpio.
Shout out to Sagittarius crew, though.
Was it Sagittarius?
Shout out to Leos out there.
Boom.
Shout out to Chris Avery Bennete. Thank you for joining us on the show and just supporting the show and everything.
Yes, Chris, hearts, girl.
Eden,
don't worry about the haters.
Yes,
we got your back.
Was it much love, Chris?
Daisy, Jeffrey Skinner, all of them.
Yes,
shout out to Shady Pines, her channel, because she does our little
Shady Pines.
Shady Pines. We love Shady. Shady's actually one of ours.
John
Wait,
Angela.
Dion, wait, you're a Taurus. Wait, do you have a birthday coming up? Oh, because I know it's Taurus season, girl. You got a birthday coming up, girl? Girl, let us know, girl. We what did they say? We might shout you out, sing a little happy birthday to you, girl. Be like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Y'all know on the Tom Jordan Morning Show. Oh, y'all, have you ever listened to the Tom Jordan Morning Show? You know when they go, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
That's a good way to take us out.
No, I haven't.
Dion already got her happy birthday, so.
Yes.
Right.
Feliz cumpleaños, amiga.
And on that note,
bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.